Hello everyone, John Richards here. In this video, we're going to talk about journaling for beginners. Before I get started, I want to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And make sure you click the bell notification on the top so you get notified of any future videos. Journaling for beginners. The biggest thing that I think journaling does for me, and the reason why you would want to start if you've never journaled before, is because it helps you clear out your mind. So what I do as part of my morning routine is I have one of my steps is journaling. I do it right after I get done meditating, visualizing, and praying. I make myself a cup of coffee, then I sit down and I start journaling. It's been life-changing for me. What it does is I can sit down and I can ask myself questions, and then I can think of the answers, and I'm by myself, so it's very early in the morning, usually around 4 o'clock. So I can sit down and I can really think things through. I can think processes through. I can set goals. I can plan my day. I can write affirmations. So over time, over the last couple years, I've really just developed a process for myself, and it's kind of a beginner process, really. One of the things that I do is I like to write 3 things that I'm grateful for. I am grateful for I'm grateful for whatever. 3 things, and that just gets my gratitude going. And then as soon as I do that, I usually have some positive statements that I do. One is, today is an awesome day. Burn the ships and take the island. I am a finisher. I think and act in order of priority. I focus on the process, detached from the outcome. And then I usually write down an affirmation. But I can think through a lot of different things. So that's why you'd want to do journaling. So if you struggle with, maybe do a brain dump. I don't know if you know what a brain dump is like, let's say you got a lot of things on your mind and you got a lot of things you're thinking about you have to do. So what I do is I journal about that. I'll write down everything I can think of, and then I identify which the one's really important, which ones I need to do. Because a lot of times when you're thinking about a lot of things you have to do, you don't have to do them all, but it's still on your mind. So what I did is I bought a journal from Amazon suggested by another YouTuber. It's called a Pentelec Sketchbook, hardbound. It's 8.5 by 11. I've been using, this is probably the 3rd one I've used. Costs about $12, so it's cheap, and I'm able to draw pictures in here. I mean, I could do all kinds of things in here, but I do this every day. I never miss, because it's just a way of really getting your day started. So if you're struggling with anything, you can sit down and you can say, maybe you're looking for a step for a goal. What's the one thing I can do to improve my, network marketing business? So what's the one thing I can do to get my network marketing business moving? I can write that question, then I make myself write down answers to that. Another thing I can do is I can write my vision for what I want to have happen by the end of the year. I can clarify my purpose. I can get really clear on things. So, journaling for beginners, if I was going to do anything as far as a morning routine, one of the biggest things I definitely would add in is journaling. And I think the most important part of that would be to schedule it. Because if you don't, you say, well, I want to journal tomorrow, and you don't have a designated time or a scheduled time, you're probably not going to do your journaling. So I like to do it, like I said, when I get up first thing in the morning. I do my bathroom thing. I brush my teeth. Sometimes I do a cold shower, and then I immediately come in and take supplements. Then I go sit on my sofa, turn off all the lights, and I do my meditation. And then I usually visualize. Once I do that, I pray, and then I immediately come in and I make a cup of coffee and I do my journaling. I do that at the same time every day, but it's after that. So I script out my entire morning routine, but I make sure journaling is part of that. Maybe say I'm going to do it at 7 o'clock a.m. or I'm going to do it at night. Whenever it is, make sure you get it onto your schedule so it creates a habit and a routine, because you got to be a routine. And do this for 30 days, maybe 60 days, 90 days, so it becomes a habit. And I'm telling you, out of everything I do, this is one of the most life-changing things I do. Sometimes I'll think about something even in the evening. Now, normally I don't journal in the evening, but if I'm thinking about something, maybe a goal or how to really state the goal or how to state an affirmation, I'll pull out my journal. I'll make sure I just go to the next day. And, because they're only $12, man, I can order a new one. So I just go through this as much as I can. Let's say I'm watching a YouTube video. I take notes in here. That way I always know where it's at. I take notes in other places. but I try to do as much in here. If I'm, you know, whatever it is, you know, maybe I've just heard something in a good book, whatever it is, I put in my journal. So you can use a journal for pretty much everything, but the biggest thing is just clarifying thoughts. Hopefully this wasn't confusing. Hopefully it wasn't all over the place, but that's what I use a journal for. And, you know, if there's one thing that I was going to do in my life, it'd be journaling a lot sooner. It's really helped me to get clear. When I approach my day, the biggest thing is I know what I'm going to do because I've already clarified it there. You know, well, what's the first thing I need to do today? Okay, I can do that. And I've written it down. Or, you know, maybe it's a process for prospecting. What's that look like? Maybe I write a script for prospecting. There's a lot of things you can do with a journal. You can tell I'm a little excited by this. So, hey, if you guys like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. Are you journaling? Do you have any questions about journaling? Hey, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the bell notification on the side so you get notified of any future videos. Hey, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome day. Thank you.